Well, that was fun. That was a fun ass flight. And it is already evening time here. Daylight. Welcome back, Real Bill. Hello, everybody. Hello, Shenanigans. Hello, Pilot Boudica. Am I saying that right? Boudica? Those ACI guys do not screw around at all. All right, let's see. We want PilotEdge 53176 172 connected.
Connected to PilotEdge.
Boudica. All right. Boudica. Got it. Well, thanks guys for watching that little debrief. Really simple, kind of nothing flight and some pattern work, but it really is starting to feel pilot-y, which might be weird sounding, but Chop, thank you so much for the bits. 1,000 of them. Damn, dude. Had to watch the last landing. Have to hit the sack. Vresik, thank you so much. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, Chop. I don't know what that... I don't know what you did, but...
Cherokee 4 Foxtrot Golf, you contact Gunway Tower 126.8. Good day. 126.8, see ya.
But thank you, man. The real cheek. I appreciate that. It's interesting to me. So I am very, very happy that it's interesting to anybody else. Well, I'm glad you're back on, Chop, and you survived the hack. We need a little scenery load in here. I always mention it just because it's so bizarre. So if someone is new and doesn't know what this does, if you spin around in this orbit view like this, you can see it's smoothed out now. It just loads in the scenery. So when you're taxiing or finally in the air, it's not stuttering while you're flying. It's all loaded up in here. But it is perfect scenery. Look at this is our beautiful John Wayne. I said it in the video that it is weird when you go from the sim to the real thing. It's equally as weird to go from the real thing back to the sim. It's a very strange sensation because my brain, I mean, just your brain will have a difficult time compartmentalizing the two experiences if you do it right and take them. Well, at least the sim. Obviously, I'd hope you take the real world flying seriously. But if you take the sim part seriously, you can really trick your brain into thinking that they're the same thing. Vresik, have a great night, and we'll see you next time, man. Thank you again. Beacon, and let's go mixture full rich. Crack the throttle. Fuel pump on. 3, 4, 5. Turn it off. Throttle mixture is out there. P looks busy. Oh god. All right. All right, we got fuel. Let's get avionics coming on, and we'll get most of our lights coming on as well. And there we have
2476, Mike. Sound about departure.
Radios.
Cancel altitude restriction. Resume navigation.
1907. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 22. Dew point 15. Altimeter 29086. Arriving and departing runways 20 left, 20 right. Visual approaches in use.
Check ride is not scheduled yet. We're thinking it's going to be about a 2-week lead time. So whenever I'm ready, we'll kind of schedule, or we'll plan it around being ready and a 2-week lead time. and just kind of go from there.
For 6160 Foxtrot, circle approach, Limburg altimeter 2989er, advise your information Yankee.
I forgot what's our ATIS? Golf, okay. I literally slid cash in an envelope across the table and winked. Yeah. Definitely not looking forward to parting with that amount of cash in one shot. Oof. Yikes. I hope as well, Nero. Definitely hope we'll see you soon. John Wayne clearance, good evening. Skyhawk 53176 VFR departure request. Doesn't sound busy.
53176, John Wayne clearance.
There we go. Hey, John Wayne clearance, Skyhawk 53176, we're Charlie 172 slant Gulf, information Gulf, Lake flight following down to Dana Point and the El Toro practice area at 2,000 feet for a local flight 53176.
53176, after departure, flight heading 080, maintain VFR below 3000. Departure 128.1, squawk 5725.
Clearance, can we actually get the Newport departure on that one, 53176?
53176, no problem. After departure, floating at 150, maintain VFR below 2,400. Departure 128.1, squawk 5725.
5725. On departure, that's left heading 150, at or below 2,400. Departure frequency 128.1, squawking 5725, 53176.
53176, you're back, correct.
Alright, ground for taxi 176. I don't think the DG is set correctly. I should have specified the Newport departure, but...
53176, this is clearance. You can change over to ground frequency for taxi.
Okay, ground for taxi 176. That's good. 9%, it's okay. It's okay.
November 609. I'm going to be checking out. I'm going to be in a King Air C9. Landing on a 29.
Yeah,
I'm going
that's
to
all
be
I need to know
about
right
5
there.
to your right.
Who's calling and what's your request?
November 609, a landing. Runway 29.
For 609, San Luis Tower, safe position. Aircraft type and request.
November 609, I'm going to be about 4 nautical miles off to your right. I'm going to be at King Air requesting landing 29.
Number 609, off to my right or off to my left is not a valid position report for 2A controller. My left or right, that could be any direction. I need to know, are you north, south, east, or west of the airport?
I'm going to be eastbound.
Eastbound or
Number
east?
609, Roger. So you're King Air, eastbound and Mount Land, is that correct?
November 609.
Number 609, is that correct?
November 609, that's going to be affirmative.
Number 609, Roger. Make straight in. Runway 29er. Report a 3-mile final.
Poor guy.
November 609, I'm 3-mile final.
Number 609, Roger. Runway 29er. Clear to land. Wind 2404.
November 609, clear land, red 204.
I was there.
2503,
I just wasn't doing it in the King Air.
127.45 your day.
Showing ground, Skyhawk 53176, ACI West, taxi, tower run up.
Number 72, Whiskey Tango, are you still trying to go to Henderson?
Damn it.
72, Whiskey Tango, right? I didn't tell you to leave the lateral boundaries of the Bravo. I just wanted you to go below the Bravo. So you can proceed on course to Henderson at your discretion, just remain below the Bravo airspace. Flight 2503, 2745. 53176, showing ground, 20 right, taxi 5 Bravo Kilo.
Bravo Kilo 20 right, 53176.
53176, I don't think I set the on yet. Do you want to go to the run-up area?
Yeah, we're gonna stop off at the tower run up 176. Left is right, right is left.
176, French jumper, straight ahead by Bravo.
Tower run up straight ahead on Bravo 176. Cat rating and Cat 2. The Cat 2, I think, right? No. Is that the Cat 2? Or is that... Yeah, it is, right? Yeah, King Air's not a good idea. But then again, if you don't know, you wouldn't know. Oh my god. I want to fly the cool plane. In a turboprop twin. It's going to get his high altitude endorsement, high performance, multi, PPL, IFR, all in one shot. Mags are good. Control surfaces are good, free and correct.
November 6, and I'm going to be clear of runway 29 outbound Echo Alpha.
The 29's a pretty good giveaway too.
609 taxi ran by Echo.
Copy.
Jumping ground, Skyhawk 176, continue.
176, runway 20 right, taxi by Bravo Kilo.
Bravo Kilo 20 right. We like to depart from 20 left as well, 176.
Feather 176, runway 20 left, taxi by Bravo Kilo, cross 20 right.
Alright, 20 left, Bravo Kilo, crossing 20 right at Kilo 53176. The new Iowa, the new Cat 10 is so much better. That is actually the cross-country flight. My first solo cross-country was the Cat 10. And it's so much better and more realistic than the old one. It's freaking crazy.
November 609, door
It was
ground.
so
Connector,
stupid.
Big check.
Loud and clear.
It was just wrong. It was the
November
flight itself was
609,
just
rest of the
wrong.
taxi from Echo Alpha to maintenance bay.
Yeah.
We're
Well, it's
609,
it's
taxi
easy.
ran by Alpha.
I mean, it shouldn't be hard. It should. What made the old Cat 10 hard was that it was wrong. And it's not even like a complication thing. It was just not the way you would actually fly. So it threw in like it forced you into a procedure that you would never do. You would not spiral up to the coastal route
3324.
off of Van Nuys. Go Navy's at El Toro. Dude, I'll bank my wings over you, man. Yeah, you would never do that. I mean, that's what they kind of are wanting you to do, is spiral up to get to 5,500. And if you're in a 172, like, that's just freaking stupid. Straight off of Van Nuys, right into the. So there's two things wrong with that. One, you're going into the arrivals for Burbank, like straight into the arrivals. So they would never let you do that, and you would never do that because it would take too much time. So. Like, I mean, I got vectored out of that area leaving Van Nuys because I had a 737 like flying right at me. It was wrong. So if you were looking at that and trying to flight plan as you would normally in real life, you'd be confused because it would be wrong, which was my like biggest gripe on that. Is like, well, if you're trying to teach like flight planning and understanding airspace, what I would understand in this flight is that this is wrong. Coastal route is wrong. Joey Tower, Skyhawk 53176, holding short 20 left at Kilo.
3176, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 left, clear, Kilo, clear for takeoff, wind 190 at 7.
Alright, clear for takeoff, 20 left at Kilo 53176.
Or 76, Mike, contact Point Magoo approach,
Yeah,
124.7.
It was bad.
Hey, bird. Whoa, buddy.
Morning, Bill, and all found it.
Approach 124.7.
She needs to work on her punctuation. Finbar, thank you so much for 16 months. That's crazy, dude. Finbar, I appreciate not only the support via subscription, but also via amazing liveries. Oh, it was kind of a nice... I was going to say I did a good job replicating the bugs as my monitor was doing.
Number 2476, my Point Magoo approach, Point Magoo altimeter 298.
I do actually have the switch panel by Logitech, yeah.
3176, under contact, departure.
Departure 176, yeah. I love saying departure like that. It sounds so douchey, and it's departure 176. SoCal approach, Skyhawk 53176, 800 climbing restricted 2,400.
Number 53176, SoCal departure. Cancel altitude restriction.
Canceling altitude restriction 176. We're going up to only 2,000 feet, so we're going to stay below the restriction anyway. So that doesn't affect our plans in any way. I find it weird that John Wayne Tower and PE calls radar contact before sending into departure. That's how they do it in the real world as well. They give you radar contact, and then they well, they do it on both ways. Like real John Wayne, they'll do it both ways. They'll just say radar contact and let you go, but sometimes they'll say radar contact and say altitude. But it just depends. I've seen both. John Wayne's done both. PilotEdge it depends on the controller, from what I've seen. Ro, so when is the written and when is the check ride? And congratulations. Thank you, Ro. Well, I have already passed the written, which feels so freaking good to say that I don't have that monkey hanging on my back. The check ride, we don't know when that schedule is going to be, but we're looking at a 2-week lead time. Oh, now 53176. But I think we're going to aim for like probably 5 hours worth of prep. Minimum, I would say, and then go from there. And with a 2-week lead time, you know, it could be a month. You know, it could be 5 weeks, probably. So the beauty is, I mean, I guess kind of the beauty of it is I'm not in a rush. I'm not trying to like rush to get through this. That looks really nice and high res. I'm not trying to rush to get through this, you know, to start on, you know, my instrument rating or commercial. You know, I'm going to enjoy this as much as enjoy the process as much as possible, as much as Bill is enjoying this, because I only am going, hopefully, well, I'll phrase it in this way: I am only going to have one passing check ride for my PPL, and I kind of want to enjoy it. So you're supposed to check in with your altitude. Oh, let's see, what is it? Radar contact, now get off the you're supposed to check in with your altitude because to verify your mode C is working correctly, they need to verify your started altitude within 300 feet of your indicated altitude, yeah. But sometimes, and I've heard it both ways, where they just say radar contact and let you go, just depending on how busy they are. Second career change to pilot? Definitely not. My memory says I hated the oral part of the check ride. Flying was a snap. That's how I'm more nervous about the oral part than the flying part, I think, because there's so much stuff that you can get asked, and just that like terrifying feeling of not knowing how to correctly answer it if you don't know the answer. You don't want to say, you don't want to pretend like you know the answer, but you also want to demonstrate why you don't know the answer or how you would find the answer. And yeah, so I'm very looking forward to our mock ground check ride stuff, or mock oral check ride with Brad, because I'm excited to learn, or to just be more confident in those answers. There's going to be a lot of look at it. I'm going down to Dana Point and then hang it over here. Just going to replicate the flight that I just watched.
For your 175 Bravo, marking ground, say direction flight.
I don't know why, but the ortho is looking good today. I think it's the coloring that's
For your
weird.
75 Bravo, runway 26, strike taxi bound November.
Should be a Laguna Beach right there. Yep.
53176, air service terminated. It's going to be a fire change advisory crew.
I would like to maintain flight following if that's possible in the practice area, 53176.
53176, I just got last instructions. Maintain VFR, multiple targets, 6 o'clock, 3 miles. First one's going to be to your 10 o'clock and 2 miles, northbound, 1,500 indicated. And next traffic's going to be to your 11 o'clock and 4 miles, southeast, 4,100 indicated.
Okay, we'll be looking out for that traffic, 176.
Northeastbound, 4,900 indicated. And then get another guy to your 12 to 1 o'clock and 6 miles, southeastbound, 2,000 indicated.
Our eyes will be peeled for that traffic, 53176. Just all the poor drones. We have to tell all that traffic that El Toro is no longer an active airport, I think.
Maybe they'll figure it out when I close Santa Monica.
Oh, that's going to be a sad day.
Sure will free up the airspace.
I actually looked it up, Ro. There's a couple of companies, and there's one that's actually pretty close to me that makes custom bobbleheads. And I mean, like, of any, like, you just send them a picture and they make a bobblehead. And I think I gotta get a Bill bobblehead. Oh my god, it's pretty funny looking.
Approach 72 Whiskey Tango, 3 miles east for Henderson Executive.
For 72 Whiskey Tango, radar service terminated. It's going to be a fire contact Henderson Tower.
Say again, please.
For 72 Whiskey Tango, contact Henderson Tower. It's going to be a fire.
Roger, Squawk VFR, contact Henderson Tower.
Get a real version of this guy.
SoCal November 616, Sierra Foxtrot is Mount Soledad.
Number 616, Sierra Foxtrot, contact Lambert Tower, 18.35 degrees.
Tower 118.3, 6 Sierra Fox.
I would pay for that just to see it in a real 176. Dude, it could definitely happen. They have them. That would be pretty badass, though. Have a real bobblehead, a real bobble bill. Oh my god, that's all you're doing, Finbar.
November 616, Sierra Foxtrot, Lambert Tower, cleared in the Bravo airspace. Enter a right downwind runway 27, clear to land.
Start one of those jar things.
Hungry. 49er Alpha Foxtrot.
You know what would actually be kind of cool is to do. I don't know.
Airport site 49er Alpha Foxtrot.
I don't know if there's a way to do that. But like
Roger, circle south of
have.
field.
It would be too small. I was gonna say like have like
Contact,
names printed on the
number
back
tower.
or something, but I think it'd be too
49.7.
small.
Contact tower 119.7, 49er Alpha Foxtrot. Base road approach, Skyhawk 523 Mike Bravo to VFR request.
Dana Point Harbor is right below us there.
Skyhawk 523 Mike Bravo 7172 5500.
God, it's so funny doing this in the sim after doing it in the real world.
Information echo at Bakersfield Meadows.
So
and,
close.
like flight following into Meadows Vehicle.
Three Mike Bravo, squawk 4205. Foxtrot 23 Mike Bravo, radar contact, 28 miles west, Bakersfield Airport, Bakersfield altimeter 2987. Information echo is current. I think you said you had that SA request one more time, please.
Alright, you have echo 5500. We're going to be VFR in.
Yeah, I feel like in the mistakes like that are harder to do in the real world because you're just naturally more focused because you're not in your living room. SoCal approach, Skyhawk 53176. We'd like to go up to 3,000 for maneuvers at the El Toro practice area.
53176, should remember appropriate VFR altitude.
Roger, 176. SoCal does like you to tell them that. I know PilotEdge, like they'll usually say like just be appropriate VFR altitude, you're fine, but they do like to know what, you know, if you're changing altitudes, and especially if I'm going to be in the practice area where it's possible that there can be other people sniffing around, letting them know exactly what altitude we're at helps them report to anybody else coming into the area. If there's a Skyhawk maneuvering at 3,000, then they can, you know, change their plans maybe.
Enter a left base, runway 35 left, clear to land.
So just let them know. No calls to a Unicom in the practice area. No, because it's on. We're on flight following, so anyone they're telling me where everybody is, and no one's really on Unicom here. It's not really how it works in this practice area here because it's everyone's just on flight following.
Clear to the San Diego Lindbergh Airport, Cathedral 1 departure, Palm Springs.
Sunrise, actually, there is one flight school that does use the
maintain 7,000. Expect
CTAF there, but they're
4,000. 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.7. Squawk 6440.
Okay, what is our weight situation here? Let's see, where is weight and balance? Okay, let's do not 2,000 pounds. That'll cause some problems. 200 pounds.
53176 VFR traffic 11 o'clock. And 3 miles west, direction eastbound, 2,200 indicated time button now.
Looking for that traffic 176. Are you getting beeped every 5 seconds?
Yeah, negative. Order 609, on the scrap, runway 29 taxi by Alpha.
Join the star for LAX. Yeah. You're like, you're about to get some escort help.
You're 197 Papa, Rebecca Tower. Left turn on course, runway 26 strike crypto.
I mean, this is just exactly
Cessna Skyhawk 204. Fuck.
What up, Kenny? Okay, steep turns in the simulator, which are absolutely nothing.
Approach Sky 3 Mike Bravo. We've got the airport in now. 3 Mike Bravo, Roger.
Almost pointless exercise. So just for the sake of recreation, let's do it anyway. What's my steep turn checklist? I mean, I just try to keep the altitude. You know, note the altitude and the heading. Make sure we're cleared. The speed, you know, I want to be at the right speed, so, you know, 95 knots-ish.
Number 49, I'm Foxtrot, where you parked.
Lost a bunch of altitude there. Let's do our first one to the right.
November 9, I'm Foxtrot, taxi to parking by Charlie. Cross runway 15 right and 15 left.
And this, I mean, we're like not really looking outside at all. It's so hard to feel any of this.
476 Mike, contact.
You don't get that like G feeling like, oh, we're doing it right.
Approach on 134.2.
So that looks pretty good.
2476 Mike.
Altitude's a little bit goofy, overbanking it a little bit.
November 609, do you want to taxi to Lima? Is that what you said? November 609, runway 29 Lima, taxi to Alpha Lima.
Yeah, the commercial steep turns are super fun. We did that our first lesson, and that was really fun. Yeah, that ramp up to 50 degrees is awesome. Okay, let's go to the left.
70, Whiskey Tango, runway 35 left, clear to land. Then we're 609, when a controller gives you an instruction, you need to read that back as promptly as possible. And I'm showing you entering runway 29. That is not part of your clearance. You're supposed to hold short on runway 29. I need you to taxi straight ahead, exit the runway to your right on hotel.
Okay, that's pretty good. That was not part of your instruction.
Whenever a controller gives you instructions, you comply with it. Additionally, never enter an active runway or any runway unless you can give explicit permission from the controller.
And there's
November 3 Mike Bravo, keep your squawk code.
that was great. Those were some great turns, everybody. Sweet. What's up, Max? Happy Monday.
SoCal approach, Aero 2476 Mike is level at 5,000.
Alright, let's see what this power on stall does in the sim. It was really crazy. That was really fun. Having a great Monday, Max.
2476 Mike.
Hanging out with all you guys, talking about airplanes and crap. Alright, full power. And just crank it up. I don't know. I never get the feeling that this thing's really gonna spin.
Altimeter 2987, wind 2705, enter left downwind, runway 30 right, report beam the numbers. Who else is calling you? Stepped on.
Oh, can we get it to spin, you think? I don't know if I've actually tried to spin it in this. I think it's really hard to spin as well. Yeah, because I can't remember actually getting it into a spin. So that sounds like a worthy cause.
For 5954 with you, so go approach, go ahead.
Over practice area 2500. Before our flight following, we'll be heading in John Way and event our at 7.5 Whiskey.
For 54 with you, you're stepped on. Squawk 7146.
That wasn't like really a spin.
7146.
At the other aircraft calling?
It like kind of wants to, but then it fixes itself. So let's try that again. I'm trying to spin to the right. So right before the stall, I'm gonna go hard right rudder.
Heading into John Wayne or eventually 5 Whiskey.
54 Whiskey, roger. Maintain appropriate VFR altitude. Get one VFR target to your 1 o'clock and 3 miles. Southwestbound 2,900 indicated.
Ooh, that was a little bit nastier.
5 Whiskey.
Number 53176. As I'm sure you're aware of already, there's multiple targets between you and the El Toro of the OR. About 5 miles out, ranging down from
the beta
1,500 up to 3,000.
Oh, I bet it does. But then we're going to be in space. Yeah, that's a weird... It's like a weird
approach, Aero
hangy thing.
76 Mike has destination airport Burbank in sight.
76
So let's see if it'll go.
Whiskey Tango taxi ran by Alpha. November 76 Mike VFR traffic. 8 o'clock.
It's like, what is that thing?
4,000 indicated tax window.
Looking for traffic, 76 Mike.
That's really funny. Let's see what it looks like from the outside. Let's see if I can do it from the outside. It like there's a really weird
say direction of flight.
Secondary stall spin. There we go. I'll be able to hear it.
Contact San Luis Tower 124.0 when you're ready for departure.
It just is like all over the friggin' place. Yeah, poor Bobble Bill's gonna puke. You like that, buddy? Let's see how Bobble Bill.
Buffalo, is he departing?
I actually made it do that one.
King Air 609 San Luis Tower, you don't have to tell me
should you be doing this over houses? No. But there is a valley, an upside down valley. No, that's not the appropriate name for it. But this is right now, this is the East Valley, and you can go upside down here. It's either, well, for sure this one, and that one over there. So yeah, we actually can be going upside down over here. This is aerobatic approved.
November 76 Mike. I understand you still have the Burbank Airport in sight.
Correct. 76 Mike.
Look at that angle.
76 Mike on Burbank Tower 118.7. Good day.
Burbank Tower 118.7. Thank you.
Oh, it doesn't like that. It didn't like that one bit.
Number 605, should I put in your pass? You're good to go.
Like, that is a serious angle. Alright, let's see. Look at it, it's straight up.
2476 Mike, Burbank Tower. Enter light base, runway 15, civil in, wind 1305.
Straight into another one. Yes.
Number 3 Mike, Bravo, runway 30.
Hell yeah. Dude, it did that no problem.
53176, traffic. 10 o'clock, 5 miles, opposite direction. 2,600 of Barron.
Alright, we'll be looking for that traffic, 53176.
5 Whiskey, traffic. 10 o'clock, 4 miles, opposite direction. 2,400 climbing is in Skyhawk. 5 Whiskey, look Skyhawk.
See if I can get it to spin here. No rudder. That's like a half spin, and that's kind of close. We're looking for a Cub with no wings. Is what we're looking at. Let's see what this Skyhawk can do here. And we're up. Perfect. That was beautiful. So I'm trying to remember my check ride order. Pre-taxi, takeoff, navigation, hood, maneuver, slow, power off, power on, navigation, maneuvers.
Total 213, false range ground.
Head home, performance, takeoff, landings, taxi, landing, something like that. That's pretty intensive.
Our 76 Mike, go around. It appears that you are lined up with the runways at the Van Nuys Airport. And you should go around and proceed eastbound towards Burbank Airport.
Yeah-oh. You are lined up at the wrong runway. Sure. I think I did that on my second flight on PilotEdge. I was heading towards Burbank when I was going to Van Nuys. Whoopsie. They set up into each other, and then the flow of the ride was something we practice That is good to know.
Three Mike Bravo, taxi ramp by Alpha. T476 Mike, when landing at an airport, with multiple airports in the vicinity, one thing you need to definitely be aware of is the other airports in the vicinity and our kind of runway configuration as such. In Burbank, there's no parallel runways. At Van Nuys, there are 2 parallel runways. So it should have been pretty easy to distinguish the difference between Burbank and Van Nuys because Van Nuys has 2 runways side by side, Burbank does not. So you need to look at things like that when you're lining up at airports with similar configurations and similar differences. Does that make sense?
I didn't intend this to be an acrobatic show in a 172, but let's see if we can get this thing going.
This is like also, you can also look at your
sideways
GPS if you have one, and it would told you that you're still about 5 miles from Burbank, which may have given you a
as many people that could have the same BP.
76 Mike.
That's good.
Give me a left turn there. Make sure it ends runway 8. And 76 Mike, you'll see the airport just up at the left turn once you make
right
the
up
left
to
turn
red
towards
line.
the east.
Beautiful. Get back to John Wayne before this thing is pretzeled in midair. We may have popped a couple of rivets on some of these maneuvers. No question about that.
For 609.
Power off.
But we know that there are some screws loose in this cabin. Hello. Hi.
Hi. Power off, steep turn stall, then kick the rudder into the turn. Power off, steep turn. Alright, let's see what happens. We need a little bit of altitude and a little bit of airspeed. So what do you say? Power off, steep turn, stall, then kick the rudder into the turn.
Wind 050 at 6.
Let's go back up to 3,000. I want 3,000 feet, and I want a little bit of airspeed. Ready? Low altitude? Well, this is low enough altitude. Okay, here we go. Okay. It doesn't want to do it. It's better. It's much better than the default plane for sure. I mean, I don't think the stall horn would even go off on the default plane. But yeah, that's like you can't go more right rudder, right aileron, back pressure, no power. Yeah, that wouldn't.
Microway 8, clear to land.
Wouldn't do it.
Departure, Delta 213, currently 2.9 for 7,000.
Instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information hotel.
Maintain 13,000.
Climb maintain 13,000.
What's up, Dalmatian? SoCal approach, Skyhawk 53176. We're gonna head back to Dana Point. We've got hotel, and we're gonna go back up to John Wayne.
For 53176, you want to go to John Wayne now?
We're gonna head back to Dana Point and then up the coast back to John Wayne. We've got information hotel.
53176, roger. Let me know once you're on the route to John Wayne.
Roger that, 53176. Dude, 6595. Thank you.
Whiskey. Traffic is going to be to your 11 o'clock, moving 12 o'clock and 4 miles opposite direction at 2,500 to Skyhawk.
5 Whiskey, look for the traffic. We do intend to follow that traffic, 5 Whiskey.
Thank you very much, dude.
53176, you got traffic 12 o'clock, 3 miles northwest bound. At 2600 is the Baron.
Alright, looking for that traffic, 176. Thanks.
53176, I advise you turn about 10 degrees left of that traffic.
Alright, 10 left, 176.
Delta 213, direct thermal.
Direct thermal, Jordan.
Nico, my cousin!
Pull up! Pull up!
Buddha?
2476, Mike, consider ramp by Delta.
HUD boy. Sorry. I had trouble reading that. HUD boy, thank you for following. Welcome officially.
South 3176, traffic's going to be 1 o'clock, 2.5 miles. Southwestbound, 2,600.
Alright, 176 looking for that traffic.
5 Whiskey, looking for the traffic, and again, we're going to see if we can follow him, 5 Whiskey.
On my check ride,
Just so you know, you're very
did a whole bunch of
so you're probably going to slow way down to that. How close you want to follow this guy in?
Not very close. We're going to enter time.
That's crazy, Ro.
Whiskey, roger. 213, contact LA Center 126.35.
126.35, Jordan.
Just 213 LA, contact maintain 14,000 Palm Springs, altimeter 282.
That was back in the crop skimming days of aviation.
176 traffic passing off your left stretch, now your right side there to your 3 o'clock. And 2 miles opposite direction to the Baron 2600.
Okay, still looking 176.
Everyone says, I'm sure you're aware of the traffic is intending to follow you back to John Lane, so you should stay behind you for the rest of the flight.
Okay, roger that. Thank you, 176. We'll still keep an eye out for him.
5 Whiskey in sight.
5 Whiskey, maintain visual separation with the traffic, please.
Maintain the visual and 5 Whiskey.
176, previous shot, will maintain visual separation with you.
Yeah, that is interesting. Oh, I have an idea. Or I have an idea. I have a question for you IFR guys. Does PPL cross country time count towards your instrument time? So the cross country flights I've done as a student PPL pilot, will those count towards my 50 PIC hours for IFR? I believe so, but I'm 141, so I don't know. Jeff 23481, thank you for following. I don't know, I'm sorry I missed you. So hello Jeff, thank you for following. There was a thread on Reddit just the other day about PPL time counting toward IR. It does. Cool. Not that I have a bunch, but it's enough where your 3 hours of flight counts as simulated. Yeah, it's I've done enough where it would be nice to keep that. I'm still getting into it.
So 213 LA Center left with altimeter 2990.
Counts towards the simulated time. Well, the actual IFR stuff doesn't. I mean, that's easier to get than the cross country stuff. Brad is a CFWI. Very much so. I'm working on a very sneaky plan to knock out a bunch of that cross country time. Yeah, oh, it makes things way easier. Good lord. Let's do a cross country things. I might do one up to Seattle. Seattle is very high on the list. Cross country to Michigan would knock it out all in one shot.
Mike for Whiskey is hotel at John Wayne.
5 for Whiskey taken.
With hotel.
Roger. 53176, climb John Wayne Tower, hold 9.9.
Alright, 19.9, 53176. Zero.
5 for Whiskey, climb John Wayne Tower, hold 9.9.
John Wayne Tower, Skyhawk 53176, inbound with hotel, left closed traffic.
53176, John Wayne Tower. Enter and left downwind, runway 20 left, for midfield.
Alright, left downwind 20 left, reporting midfield 53176. Methinks your plan isn't so much the time as the expense involved. Exactly. Time is expense. Exactly, Ro.
Full stop, 500.
This is 100% expense
downwind,
related.
runway 20 left, for midfield.
Left downwind 20 left, report midfield, 500.
Yeah, no, we definitely could meet in the middle sometime. That would be fun. But for sure, like one of the first things I plan on doing once I finally get the license is organizing, and I've talked about this before, before things stalled with insurance, is having a fly-in somewhere local. And I still haven't, to borrow another term, things have stalled and I haven't landed on a location. I haven't picked a good airport for a fly-in because it depends on how many planes end up confirming. And it could end up being the last count I had was 20 planes. That would be crazy. Yeah, it would be fun, and we'll hopefully figure something out below minimums where we're, you know, maybe flying to Vegas for Flight Sim Expo or something. That would be cool. I had a buddy that got the operation that was needed to do that, but life insurance had to.
Come on, Tower Cap 739 with you, Romeo, 7 miles to north formation, Bravo, West Coast.
Yeah, 20 planes I had confirmed. Like, oh my God. Like when you start rattling them off, it was freaking crazy. It's like, so there's 8. We got 3 more coming from here. We got 4 guys coming from this airport. And I was like, holy crap, there's 20 freaking airplanes. That's insane. Permission to permission to post links. Yes, permission granted.
Enter a right base, runway 24, clear left.
24, clear, and that was
Oh, that's interesting. Hey, I illegally logged PSC time. Oh, I'm gonna keep that up because I wanna look at that. So I've always wondered about that. Canadian Bennett, do you use ForeFlight IRL? I do. I use ForeFlight religiously. Absolutely. And I usually, if I'm actually going on a flight, I would pull it up in the sim, but I don't have a need to do that for this flight because I'm just cruising around local. But yeah, I do use it.
So 213 is to maintain.
Flight Sim Expo will definitely be something organized for that, but I want to do something this fall. Yeah, it just depends on how many planes actually end up committing to it. Because if it ends up being 20, Camarillo is not going to happen. Flight Sim Expo is in June? Right, June, yeah.
Got a 213, so approach number altimeter 2990. Thanks for Alpha. And the approach traffic off your right side there in about 2 miles. Clock. 11,600 indicated time unknown, altitude unverified. Should pass behind, no factor.
Jolly Tower, Skyhawk 53176, midfield, left downwind 20 left.
53176, runway 20 left, clear for the option on the O, make left traffic for midfield each time.
Alright, clear for the option 20 left, report midfield 53176. Well, there will be wives and girlfriends at Flight Sim Expo, which is pretty entertaining. Might be doing a pretty fun group Airbnb potentially. Oh, it's so funny because it's so nerdy and like you're in Vegas and it's just like, yeah, it's pretty entertaining watching them like try to not scream with boredom. But at the same time, it's like, okay, well, we're in Vegas and we're like going out.
213.
I hopefully it'll be different flying out there. Like it'll be a little bit more of an adventure than when we drove out. So that I think that has the potential to make it pretty cool. Yeah, being 21 definitely helps.
20 left, clear left.
20 left, clear to land, Southwest Key.
Go 213 to maintain 5,000.
Brakes. Below minimums, have a great one, man. Thank you as always for hanging out with us. So my original thought for the fly-in was Camarillo because that flight is so great, the restaurant's awesome, but they just don't have the space. And on the weekend, it would just be a madhouse to bring. I mean, even 8 planes would be too much at Camarillo. So if it's really going to be that many planes, it's going to probably have to be something that's going to be dead that can accommodate that many planes. Flaybob is a big possibility because they've got a bunch of ramp space, a nice long runway, kind of a tricky approach, which is not great, but good restaurant, good space. They've got room for people, so that's kind of one of the options. Dalmatian, thank you very much for hanging out as well. Have a great night. Joey Tower, Skyhawk 176, midfield 20 left.
176, runway 20 left, clear the option. Traffic is a barren on a 1 mile final.
I cleared option 20 left. We'll be looking for the traffic 176. 1 mile final. Traffic in sight 176.
60.
Who's visible there?
Apollo ground caption 39 Whiskey Romeo, back taxi back to runway 24, departing to the north.
First 739 Whiskey Romeo, runway 24, taxi by Alpha.
424 taxi Alpha, now Whiskey.
Five Whiskey going around.
For 5-4 Whiskey, said you're going around?
Going around, 5 Whiskey.
5-4 Whiskey, roger. Make left traffic, runway 20 left. Airport midfield.
Left traffic 20 left for 4 to infield, 5 Whiskey.
Keith SD, what's happening? Yeah, just force it. Just force it in, man. Force it down. You can always go around, except if it's in the sim, then shove it into the ground.
That was our caption 39 Whiskey Romeo from shot runway 24, ready to go.
That was a little bit better.
739 Whiskey Romeo, Palomar Tower, state direction of flight.
It's probably 150 feet.
Whiskey Romeo, runway 24, clear for takeoff.
24, clear for takeoff.
I like that version of the song. That totally rhymed too. You can always go around, except in X-plane, and shove it to the ground.
5 Whiskey midfield, full stop.
5-4 Whiskey runway 20 left, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, Whiskey doing a short approach.
Window 213 left of field, it's going to be off your left side there, about 4 miles port inside. Window 213. Doing the transition after Lake Murray.
Too late at night to consider such
approach.
Yeah, this is the Bobble Bill screwing around in a 172 part of the night. Like, friggin' exhausted, and let's see if we can short approach. Joey Tower, Skyhawk 53176, midfield 20 left, request short approach.
53176. Unable short approach. Traffic is a barren on a short left base. Make sure you're down when I call your turn.
Okay, wait for your turn, 176. Oh, I got him in sight. And traffic in sight, 176.
Or 176, runway 20 left, clear for the option.
Cleared option, 176. Cleared option 20 left, 176.
Yeah, 213, that's actually going to be a left turn towards the airport for you. That's no problem. Continue your right turn. Do a heading of about 140. Not 140, heading that up, that should drive towards the left of the field where you can join the approach.
You can always go around. Let's see
We got plenty of room.
how butter we can make this. That's always a fun game. Just play the float. Floating, keep a little speed and power. Some vegan butter. Definitely won't beat my all-time record of a 0.6. I think that's what it was. I think it was a 0.6. Keep it shallow. .32. 32 is pretty good. That's still a fair attempt. Alright, this one can be a short approach. You can always.
Last circuit on the other lap so you can.
Your enthusiasm is why I watch. Well, thank you, Ro. Yeah, it's cool that. I mean, my favorite part about this is the staying sharp part, but also you guys in the chat that everyone's got different experiences and takes and expertise on the regulations and stuff, so it's really helpful to do these flights with the scrutiny of you guys in the chat, which is super fun. Join Tower, Skyhawk 176, midfield 20 left, request a short approach.
Delta 118, circle approach, go ahead. Property 176, right 20 left, clear for the option.
Third option, 20 left, 176.
Tower, Scout 73, now with Romeo, 3000, change.
South of that was Romeo, figures change for.
Gonna work out just fine. Except for the stuttering, that's not gonna help anything. And there we go. Power off, let it float. Better than 32? Oh, 58? I thought for sure that would have been better than the last one.
118 LA Center, roger.
We gotta get some speed going. Go! Go, dude! Let's see. Yeah, it was still fast, but I kept it short. Navigation was VOR to VOR or dead wrecking, and the flight bag was a pain in the ass, charts all over the place. It's a much cleaner now, for sure. Unless you've got like a crap load of cords and batteries and all that stuff. Turtle, thank you very much for following. Welcome.
Go to 213, Count Lemberg Tower 18.3.
Welcome to General Aviation. Just flying, just doing pattern work. How cool is this?
Hey, Tower, Delta 213, we are on final runway 27.
Grease it in there, Nico.
The 213 Lindbergh Tower, runway 27, good land, wind 3103.
We're clear to land, runway 27, 202.
Join Tower, Skyhawk 53176, midfield 20 left.
South 3176, runway 20 left, clear to land, correction back good.
Cleared option 20 left, 176. Good luck, Nico.
I don't need luck, my friend. It's all skills.
No. San Diego, whoa, hey. Speaking of luck, you don't want to hit the parking garage. Yeah, whoa. Don't take your eyes off to look at your second screen when you're on base. That won't help things. Yeah, Keith. The guy that was on the frequency there is landing in Lindbergh. That's a nice slip right there. I need a better slip cam than that. Let's try to fix that here. Come around. Float it. No. This is terrible. We're going for high scores. 85. Okay. Pitched it up too much at the end there. Alright, I need a good slip cam here. That might be pretty good. That might be good enough. Which sound? Skittles. So when Nico has hydraulic fuel all over his sim room for a hard landing, remind him of his comment. Yeah, I will. Paisano. Oh, the stall horn. Make kilo? That sounds like a make kilo request. Everybody, plug your ears. John Wayne Tower, Skyhawk 176, midfield 20 left.
76, runway 20 left, clear left.
I'm going to be on the option on this 20 left, 52176.
Roger, I thought I heard full bump, but there's some on my bad. Runway 20 left, clear for the option.
Cleared option 20 left, 176. Okay, so we're going to bleed off every bit of airspeed we can. All of it. I don't want any airspeed.
Birds.
I want none of it. Have it all back. Have it all back. Still way too fast. And too high. This might not be a good make kilo. Oh, we're gonna pull the power way. I mean, I'm full out now. There's no power in right now. This is way too fast. Nope. Not good. Hope airport ops didn't see that one. Well, at least I'm leaving it. I can fix short. Like when I was consistently leaving it too long, that was frustrating. Like you're never gonna make it there.
Delta 118.
I can at least hold off a little bit longer and fix that with power. But I need to. I got to be on the back end of the power curve, which I was not.
Delta 118 or
possibly Chinese. Good evening to you as well. Yeah, man, that show was pretty awesome. There we go. So that should slow us down a little bit better. Joint Tower, Skyhawk 176, Midfield 20 left.
For 176, join 20 left, here's the option.
Clear option 20 left, 176. Okay, we've got our speed brakes deployed.
Roger. I'll leave the 75, cross beach springs at a maintain by level 240.
Dude, these hinges are solid. Textron does not mess around with their doors. Sorry, what's our airspeed? What's the airspeed look? 60. Okay. High alpha time. This is looking better. We should get on the back end of the power curve here.
Pull up. Pull up.
I am pulling up. Fanchan, thank you very much for following. Welcome. So you're right on glide path. That's fine. This is going to be a found it landing, but that is the point. You want it to be on the first stall horn, not the angry, pissed off one. Kilo. Made it. Let's configure for takeoff. Shut the doors. I don't know if Ops saw that one. It was definitely short, but if I would have traded back the extra, we didn't actually land on the runway distance, still would have made it. Nah, it wouldn't have been too bad. Dude, if you want to be slow, Lord Vold, you gotta throw out the speed brakes, man. Oh, Ceremonial Melon, thank you for gifting the sub to Lord Vold. Ryan, it actually, I think it was supposed to be modeled. I don't know if it actually is. I don't think it is.
Southwest 669, I'm going to be in a Boeing 737 requesting landing 25 right or left. I'm going to be about 6 nautical miles out of my layer.
What?
The 118 not requesting go with the approach controller. Contact Los Angeles Center 135.5.
135.15.
Alright, whoever's just bought us that radio call,
Hold up.
that was for Delta 118.
Hold
Number
up.
118, contact Los Angeles Center 135.5.
Andrew, thank you very much for following. Welcome.
Who was calling?
John Wayne Tower 176, left base 20 left.
And a 25 right, going to be about 6 nautical miles out of here.
3176, runway 20 left. Or 20 right.
20 left, 176.
176, roger. I thought I heard someone up on your runway 20 left, there's the option.
Third option 20 left, 176. Oh, look at slip cam, look at that.
Who else is calling LA Town?
Your left, correction, Southwest 609, requesting landing.
Oh, I like slip cam.
Going to be about 3 nautical miles
Oh,
out of
I
here.
really like slip cam.
Straightforward.
That is too cool.
Flip. 609, what's your position?
Ooh, and flying from the outside doesn't help.
Advising, I'm going to be east from the airport.
Flip 609, squawk
So
7111.
That looks cool. That looks super cool with the shadow.
711, correction.
For the 118 on the turn, the LA 2980.
Southwest Tower 609, my clearance landing. Project the abort landing.
Flip 609, I don't even see on my radar. IDAM, please.
This might be
Can you read
interesting.
that over? Correction. Southwest 609.
Southwest 609, IDAM.
Identifier 76.
Southwest 609, I'm showing an aircraft on about 3 mile off of T5 left that I'm not talking to. Is that you?
It's going to be A firm.
Southwest 609, you're currently in violation of the Bravo airspace. There's several things wrong here. First of all, you don't just call up LA Tower on final at Bravo without talking to anybody else. That's illegal. Secondly, your transponder's on. I don't even see your altitude on here, nor can I see your transponder code. This is due to the seriousness of this violation. I'm requiring that you go through our pilot training program to become aware of the procedures that go within the concept of flying, not only on the network, but in general. And if you have any more questions about that, you can kind of support, but you are going to be required to go through a pilot training program prior to any other flight.
Who is?
You are.
For any other for any other thing, even though I've already been through flight training, I have to go through another training, you're saying?
For the 609 affirmative, due to multiple serious deviations, you'll be required to undertake our pilot training program. Failure to do so may result in action taken against your account.
Okay.
Joey Tower, Skyhawk 176, turning final 20 left.
One 176, trying 20 left, clear for the option.
Cleared option 20 left, 176. Oh my god. Okay. I know exactly what happened, what he was doing. That was so funny because I think like he knew what was going on. He knew that someone was a Southwest 737 and just logged onto PilotEdge, is on a 2-week trial, and just tried to call up tower and land at LAX VFR.
LA clearance. You're due Sydney Airport. Summer 1 departure.
No, I guarantee you that's not somebody who paid. Not even close. That is definitely a 2-week trial. Load up in the Zebo. and try to land in LAX. Probably. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, to give him the benefit of the doubt, I mean, he could just not have any idea. Like, he could just not know. Which is completely possible, but at the same time, it's the, you know, like, I'm going to load up into 737 and just start flying with ATC and not knowing what they're getting themselves into. Arizona Aviator, how's it going? How did the controller not see someone at 3 mile flight? I think because he was not, his transponder was not set up right. HUD boy, thanks for joining us.
It's at 118, it's going to be 124.5, so count 124.5.
Probably squawking 2000. John Wayne Towers, Skyhawk 176, downwind, midfield 20 left.
Shark 176, runway 20 left, clear for the option.
Third option, 20 left, 176. Yeah, and you're right, Ryan. It's definitely the tube liner crowd. I mean, not to necessarily categorize in that manner, but I think there is I think it is a different crowd. I dare you to ask for permission to sex. No, but what we're gonna do, actually, I do kind of want to goof around. So, John Wayne Tower, Skyhawk 176 is going to be a full stop. We're parked on the west side. Yeah, let's see if we got anything aerobatic in the hangar, Adone, that we can mimic some Huntington Beach air show action. I posted some stuff on the Discord, really not that much, but I did post some stuff on Instagram of the air show, which was super cool. Let's go. Could have made Juliet, but let's go all the way down. We're gonna keep it in this in the atmosphere. I'm trying to think of what would be good. I think the Yak would be a pretty good option. Oh, you know what? I don't have the transponder version of the Yak. 11.4 F-33. John Wayne Tower, Skyhawk 53176, clear 20 right, 20 left at hotel.
Hey, bird, buddy.
Okay, cross 20 right at hotel, Bravo to parking 176. Ceremonial Melon, thank you for gifting my buddy, Mr. Nightbot. Nightbot, thank you so much. You're always here. You're always here, man, putting in effort, and I appreciate that. I think we all appreciate you. You've been very reliable. Our relationship started out pretty rocky. Your cousin Chatbot is not as reliable as you, but I appreciate your service. And Ceremonial Melon, thank you for gifting that to Nightbot. Nightbot is all right.
Bill's one of my favorite guys to yell at.
Thanks for reminding us. See, there was there was a time when I was the one getting chastised. All right, let's shut this sucker down. Awesome. All right, everybody. Thank you very much on YouTube for watching this and whatever segment you are watching this on. This was part of a larger one. Please continue watching. If you look at the timeline and it's about to end, thank you for watching. Bye.